Thousands of farmers of Punjab and Haryana are taking out a Delhi Chalo march in protest against agricultural laws passed by the central government. The Delhi police has not allowed the farmers to protest, but farmers have refused to back down. Fearing confrontation, a heavy force is deployed at the borders. The police have clear instruction that farmers should not be allowed to enter Delhi. Presently, the farmers are near Karnal in Haryana. Section 144 has been imposed in Faridabad. The farmers have brought ration and water as they plan to sit on dharna wherever the police stops them. According to the police estimates, around 2 lakh farmers of Punjab are ready to leave for Delhi from 26 November under their Delhi Chalo agitation. Due to the demonstration of farmers, heavy jams could occur in many places around Delhi NCR. Roadway service from Haryana to Punjab will be closed on 26th and 27th of November. Bus services from Chandigarh to Haryana will also be closed on 26th and 27th of November. Section 144 has been implemented in Faridabad. Delhi Metro has also made many changes. According to DMRC, services will not be available between selected stations on all the lines of Delhi Metro till 2 p.m. on Thursday. This will also affect the metro along the Delhi border areas. In view of the farmers' march, a heavy force has been deployed on the Delhi-Faridabad border. Cyclone Nivar hit the Bay of Puducherry late on Wednesday night. This process of landfall lasted from 11:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m., after which its speed is decreasing. Wind speed has also decreased from 75 to 65 kilometers per hour. However, the meteorological department says that the threat is not yet over. According to Chennai Meteorological Department, the storm will weaken over the next 6 hours, that is till 12 noon. According to Tamil Nadu Minister R.B. Uday Kumar, there has been no casualty due to the storm. There is also no report of crop damage. There have been incidents of wall collapse in some areas. However, 2.5 lakh people were already evacuated. Cuddalore in Tamil Nadu recorded the highest rainfall. It recorded 24.6 centimeters of rain from 8:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. on Wednesday night. At the same time, Puducherry received 23.7 centimeters of rain during this period. The rain still continues here. AstraZeneca and Oxford University on Wednesday acknowledged a manufacturing error that is raising questions about preliminary results of their experimental COVID-19 vaccine. A statement describing the error came days after the company and the university described the shots as highly effective and made no mention of why some study participants did not receive as much vaccine in the first of 2 shots as expected. In a surprise, the group of volunteers that got a lower dose seemed to be much better protected than the volunteers who got 2 full doses. In the low dose group, AstraZeneca said the vaccine appeared to be 90% effective. In the group that got 2 full doses, the vaccine appeared to be 62% effective. Combined, the drug maker said the vaccine appeared to be 70% effective. But the way in which the results were arrived at and reported by the companies has led to pointed questions from the experts. Curbing Diwali fireworks, denying the executive a role in the appointment of judges and monitoring investigations are judicial pronouncements giving a distinct impression of overreach, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu said on Wednesday, underlining that the legislature, executive and the judiciary should respect the jurisdiction sanctity enshrined in the Constitution instead of arrogating to themselves a sense of supremacy. Addressing the 2-day 88th All India Presiding Officers Conference held at Kevadia in Gujarat, where President Ramnath Kovind was also in attendance, Naidu said that our constitution has demarcated very clear domains of each of these 3 organs in the lines of separation of powers, though not in very formalistic manner. Harmony lies in each organ doing its job without interfering in the domains of others. Unfortunately, there has been several instances of crossing the boundaries. Argentine soccer great Diego Maradona died on Wednesday, less than a month after his 60th birthday. He will always be worshipped like a god for his genius with the ball. Brazilian soccer star Pelé mourned the death of his fellow great Diego Maradona on Wednesday, as he said that it is sad to lose friends this way. Diego Maradona had been suffering from health issues in the recent past. Maradona underwent successful surgery for possible bleeding on his brain as recently as November after being admitted to a local hospital with signs of depression. The UEFA will honor Diego Maradona by a minute of silence before Wednesday's Champions League matches. Argentine president also declared 3 days of national mourning in the country.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.